Hey guys, now we're gonna review The Hunger Games, finally, our long-awaited review. Yeah. Hunger Games is based on a book by Susan Collins, first part of a trilogy called The Hunger Games. And this stars Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss Everdeen.
Bihira na name niya, no? Weird.
It's futuristic.
Yeah.
Peter Maller.
Yeah, when someone asks me like, Pita, are you sure it's not Peter? Baka accent lang yun.
Yeah.
No, it's Pita. That's in Pita bread.
Bihira bread,
Pita
exactly.
bread. So yeah, so at least they have a really killer cast here. Supporting cast. You know, you've got Woody Harrelson, you've got Stanley Tucci,
Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks, Donald Sutherland. So pretty good cast.
Wes Bentley.
Wes Bentley, although I haven't heard that much of that guy, not since American Beauty actually.
Ghost Rider. Well, first Ghost Rider, he was Blackheart.
Yeah, that
Bad movie.
That guy hasn't had any decent career choices until lately.
Yeah.
He was even in Underworld, the new one for like 5 seconds.
Ah,
You
okay.
can see how well that guy's been doing.
Right.
So this is really the pilot vehicle for Jennifer Lawrence,
Yeah.
who's been seen in movies like Winter's Bone. I think this is
First Class.
Excellent First Class. I think the reason why she got this role was because of Winter's Bone. I haven't watched that movie,
Me neither.
but I
Me neither.
hear really good stuff about it. But anyway, there, and it's directed by.
No, you know why? It was a Calvin Klein dress she wore. I forget which award.
I don't know what, but then she's got a killer bod,
Exactly.
and she, I've seen all her pics on. Wow,
That's why.
She's amazing.
That's why.
Yeah, she's got a fine figure.
Yeah.
And even at the whole Mystique thing,
Yeah.
didn't do her justice. So yeah, so this is directed by Gary Ross, who strangely enough did Pleasantville and Seabiscuit. So I'm surprised that he actually ventured into this type of movie. So yeah. So anyway, Hunger Games is basically set in the future, a dystopia where America's been renamed Panem, and there was a big revolution among the several 12. How many districts are there?
12.
12 districts, and the districts lost the revolution, and then because of that, they had to play this game called Hunger Games. So each district has two volunteers, and then each of them have to play.
Well, they're not exactly volunteers, they're drafted.
They're drafted. So they fight to the death instead of having to be slaughtered. So that's
But
basically it.
these are kids from age
12,
12
16?
to 19.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
12 to 19. Or is it 9?
That's 12.
No, I think it's 12. It's
Okay,
12.
I forget. So, yeah, so there. So, it's pretty gruesome to think about it.
Oh yeah, it's well, it's been done before.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing about this thing. It's
Because-
been Battle Royale
Yeah.
did it before
The-
10 years.
when I first heard about this,
Yeah, I remember. I tell
people immediately told me Battle Royale, which is a great Japanese film starring Beat Takeshi of Takeshi's Castle, where the Japanese they do this so much better. They get a class of students, put them on an island, kill each other. Last survivor wins.
That's it.
Survive.
That's pretty much.
You go
They
home.
keep it simple.
Keep
Battle
it simple,
Royale.
really.
And it's disturbing.
Yeah.
It's really graphic. It's really disturbing, but
Yeah.
it's just entertaining.
Right.
Now you got my son curious about it. He's
Battle
like,
Royale. I just
Battle
downloaded
Royale.
it. I can get it. Yeah. Then another friend just told me recently, dude, you're showing your age. Before Battle Royale, there was The Running Man, Schwarzenegger. I'm like,
Exactly.
There you go. There's The Running Man. Yeah. With Richard Dawson as the host, dude. And then Jesse the Body Ventura. So, recently even Stone Cold Steve Austin did a movie similar to this where he's put on an island and you gotta survive. So
What was that movie again?
I forgot.
I can't remember either.
Convict or something.
Yeah.
So there. I guess the appeal of this is they put relatively young, pretty people in these situations. They put Jennifer Lawrence with Josh Hutcherson, who's made a good transition. He's made a good transition from being a child actor to this age, and he doesn't take himself too seriously when I've seen him in interviews on Conan and other places. It's just that beside Jennifer Lawrence, he looks really tiny.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of him, Liam Hemsworth, and then Jennifer Lawrence, and then what's his name, Josh Hutcherson, side by side. My God, he's a pipsqueak.
Yeah.
Right next to them.
Yeah. So I guess he just auditioned well.
Yeah, good acting, I
She
guess.
probably had to stand in a ditch.
Yeah.
So they would have like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I like about this movie, like the first hour.
The pace was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pace
Good
was
pacing.
nice. Good
Yeah,
pacing.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And I did get annoyed by the damn camera moving all the time. It was annoying. You know, the whole single camera, shaky cam.
Yeah.
That got annoying for a bit because they did a lot of cross-cutting editing and all that. But at first hour for me, like wow, I
Yeah.
love that build-up.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You know, it was how do I put it? Someone made a critique, said it was both epic and intimate at the same time, and I'd say that pretty much encapsulates how I feel.
Yeah.
At the first half, because like you can see the scope of the movie, like how far-reaching the scope is. At the same time, it's really about Jennifer Katniss
Katniss.
Everdeen's story.
Yeah.
It's her personal story, and then the backdrop is this huge scope about this war, this game that captures everyone's attention. Right?
Yeah. I've just heard from people who've read the books, and they told me the first book is actually very good. Just the books 2 and 3 are kind of disappointing. I haven't read any of the 3 books, and they've also said that the Hunger Games movie cuts down on the violence and the
Yeah, of
politics.
course, of course.
Yeah,
And the
They have
politics, they really cut down. And supposedly, there's a part there where Katniss is in a tree trying to survive against other people who are playing the Hunger Games. And she's just thinking. But apparently in books, she's contemplating her strategy. She's thinking about her life, what she's gonna do. There's all kinds of depth that they couldn't put into the film.
Yeah.
Because it's all in your mind's eye. through the
Right,
book.
right.
So,
Maybe they'll show that in like the sequel or something.
yeah, well, there's inevitably going to be a sequel because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
made mucho dinero.
Exactly.
Grabe.
Yeah. I mean, I guess from what I've read from like a couple of pages I've read in the first book, it's really it's first person point of view. It's her
Right.
narrative.
Okay.
That's what makes it very that's why in the book it's deeper.
Mm.
In the movie you don't get that. You don't
Right.
get that, of course. You don't get any narration. It's just shown from her perspective.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah.
But I liked how they gave the whole game show.
Yes.
And
yes.
And no one during the movie you're thinking it's not about like rah everyone's excited. They're scared. They're
Yeah.
horrified
Yeah.
of actually ending up in the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no dressing it up for what it is.
Apparently in the book, at least in the first book, there's no president. Donald Sutherland's character isn't there. Even the Wes Bentley character is.
Isn't there?
If he's not there, he's muted. I think not as big.
Okay.
And remember the part where they make those big cats?
Right.
Yeah.
Supposedly those cats are from the souls of the slain players.
Oh yeah, I heard
There was
about that.
supposedly a small cat who was rude.
Oh.
The small girl.
Is it a cat or a dog? Anyway. Anyway.
They look like panthers because they were black. But
Yeah.
they were
Like-
like dogs actually.
Yeah, but
Are there dogs?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
dogs.
Anyway, I don't know. They were mutants, so who could
Yeah.
tell, right? And although that whole arena where they fought reminded me of Truman Show.
Yes.
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 Right?
Yes.
Because they were manipulating everything.
Say so. I want you to know it's a little fucked up that I'm stuck here waiting.